Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. I do want to start off by letting you guys know that I am currently fighting off a cold, so I apologize in advance if my voice sounds a little bit off or if there's coughing throughout the video. But if you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find these videos, when you're meant to hear the messages within it, and in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesdays. Also, the deck that I'm using today is called the Tarot de Marseille. And that's, as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description below. And lastly, since we have all 8 cards here, we can get started in your reading. But I do want to let you guys know really quickly that in case you enjoy the reading, or if it really resonates for you, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Justice card. Now, the Justice card to me is very positive energy, because it seems to me that you guys are going to be seeing a lot of justice coming in, right? So I feel like, in particular, if you've been wronged in the past, now you're going to get sort of that dichotomy where you get treated fairly for the things that are going on, right? I feel like there is one particular instance in your mind where you feel that you were backstabbed or betrayed, is the word that I'm getting intuitively. But I feel like more generally than just that, is just treated unfairly. And I feel like as a result, you've sort of held on to that, and maybe you might even be a little bit bitter over it. But with this Justice card here, I'm certainly getting that you guys are going to see a new period where you get things that you deserve. And that's going to make you far happier because, you know, who doesn't like to get what they deserve based on their actions? You know, the worst thing ever is acting a certain way and then getting something that's completely uncalled for and warranted in a negative way, right? I do want to say that this might have to do with love, because I see the Ace the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that leads me to believe that you guys were in a situation where you missed out on some kind of a love offer or some kind of a love because of this unfairness. But I'm seeing a lot of, like, bouncing back from that. Right? Because I see the 6 of Cups here. Or, sorry, the 7 of Pentacles, yeah. So, even though it's the 7 of Pentacles, I sense that sort of 6 of Cups energy. And I think that means a couple things for you guys. For one, I feel like you guys are really letting your inner child sort of come out and play. And for 2, I feel like you guys are really sensing the past in the present, if that makes sense. I feel like you're seeing certain patterns that you've seen in the past, and that obviously makes you a little bit worried, especially if those patterns were negative patterns that you don't want to repeat. Right? So because it's in reverse, or I'm sorry, the 7 of Pentacles here isn't in reverse. Your Ace of Cups and your Moon card are in reverse, but all your other cards are upright. But because this card is here, I feel like, especially like I was saying earlier with your Justice card and your Ace in reverse, your Ace of Cups in reverse, there's this sense of working on something and feeling like you get your just desserts. So I see a dichotomy here. I see this element A, where you didn't get a new beginning in love, because that's what the Ace of Cups is. It's a new shining beginning in love, a blessing from the sky in love. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles, which is like working on something and really getting what you deserve, sort of planting your seed of intention and watering it every day and watching it grow and then reaping the harvest, right? So I feel like maybe in the past, because things didn't work out quite the way that you wanted them to, now they will. And this is one of the strongest messages that I'm getting right now, is that you have the go-ahead to really chase after what you want, because you're going to get it this time. But beyond that, you have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands to me is actually usually a really good sign, right? A lot of people will say this person is very low vibrational, sort of like player energy, or maybe this person likes to come in and out of your life. But I'm not really getting that that's the energy that this particular Page of Wands is sort of radiating. It's more of an energy of just like general passion. So I feel like you're building towards passion and you're going to get it because you have all this energy that you've been sort of working towards. I do see, however, that this love, I feel like you guys have been a little bit too overly focused on it. And it's sort of been to the point where it's kind of consuming you a little bit. So, you know, love is one of those things where it's very finicky and very fickle. You can't force it to happen. You know, and the more you get into that sort of energy of lack and you want it and why don't I have it and like why do other people and I don't, you know, like if you get into that mindset, then you push it further and further away. But if you're in the mindset of like, sort of like the old saying, like if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back to you, it's yours. Then like, if you just allow love to come in, it will. But it's sort of that dance where you can't be like, and I know that the word desperate has like really bad negative connotations, but like don't fall into that kind of energy. Because we have the Hanged Man and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Hanged Man talks about looking at things from a different perspective, right? So the Hanged Man hangs himself by the foot so that he's able to see the world from a different viewpoint and that he's able to understand and digest it in a different way. So what this is telling me is that you guys need to sort of pull on the brakes a little bit when it comes to love. And I don't mean like let go of it or just say like, oh, well, screw love. I'm never going to fall in love ever again or whatever. Just like let it happen on its own. Understand that you've like put in a lot of work. You have put in a lot of work with this Seven of Pentacles. But I feel like now it's time to maybe focus on other things, such as your stability, because you have the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles talks about that stability. And I feel like if you don't sort of like... because to really get all these things, we have to get them lined up to be able to welcome the love of our lives into our lives, right? So until you start looking at perhaps other aspects of your life that require some work, you might keep seeing these Ace of Cups in reverse situations where it looks like there's a new beginning on the horizon and then it's just a false start because you... Sorry, Gemini, your video cut off. No doubt it's the shadow of the Mercury retrograde that's coming up. But like I was saying, with this Ace of Cups in reverse and this Two of Cups, it feels like you're going to see a lot of those like false starts or maybe like hookups or just casual dating or whatever. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you want this Two of Cups, right? And the Two of Cups here has this element here that I haven't really seen elsewhere, where it's almost like a table and there's like this red cloth here. So that to me symbolizes passion. And even though I don't see the Four of Cups anywhere here, I really do feel that there's like this element of being bored with your current connections and the way that they've been working. So I think that right now you guys need to sort of focus on perhaps other aspects of your life where you need development, and then when love comes in, you're going to be able to welcome it as like a 100% whole person because, well, okay, that's the way I said that is a little bit not the most accurate because it's very difficult. Healing is an ongoing process, so we're always healing and we're always bettering ourselves. But what I mean is trying to get out of this mindset of like, I want love, I need love, why isn't it here, right? That is a very dangerous mindset when it comes to actually attracting the love that you want. So with this Moon card in reverse and this Page of Cups, I'm certainly getting a lot of that energy. I do want to mention that this is the Moon card is the card of Pisces and the Justice card is the card of Libra. But with the Moon card in reverse, you guys are for sure starting to see a lot of these things because the Moon card is your subconscious, your psyche, things that you don't see. But because it's in reverse, these things are becoming visible to you now. And I feel like that's really good. And once you start to see these things and you start to work on them, you're going to be able to see this Page of Cups come in, because the Page of Cups is an offer in love. So once you've worked on these things, you're going to see that offer in love. The Justice card is another way that I want to sort of represent that, because you want to be able to match your person, and your person should be able to match you. And you two are going to be a very powerful couple, very power couple, if you are able to really, you know, sort of get some of the fundamentals down, because sometimes we have that tendency to forget about those things. But that was your reading for summer around, Gemini. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload many videos for Gemini on Wednesday. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.